Hello guys, welcome to a new video, and this is sort of the first video into like a series which we're gonna do. It's gonna jump a little bit forward and backwards in time. That's because I'm filming this intro while we are already started at what the series is gonna be about, and that's the full winter rebuild. So as you can see, there's a lot of stuff missing in the front, and I don't know if you can see it in like the interior, but like all wires hanging out. That's because the car is getting the full race car treatment. So everything's going to be stripped down. A full welding cage is going to be welded in, like full bananas cage, so to the front strut towers as well. So it's a lot of work to get everything like wires and stuff out, and like prep the chassis for the cage. Also, I've got a B28 M52B28 engine that's completely into bits, like all separate pieces that we are gonna rebuild and then eventually put in the car. I'm not sure if like the whole process is gonna be like, for the cage and stuff for sure is gonna be this winter, but the engine is, yeah, we'll just have to see what the budget and the time allows, because I want this car to run in April. It's now almost December, and as you can see, the car is not even ready for the cage yet. The cage is going to be put in beginning of January. Hope to get it back like February. Then it needs to get painted, and then we need to rebuild everything back up. So, but like different. We're gonna change things up a bit to make it more race car, to make it cleaner, and to have as less weight for now as possible. Of course, you can go for carbon doors, but that's for a different time. For now, we're just gonna focus on making this as clean as possible from the inside. Just attention to all the details, and then probably, I hope, B28 swapping it also this winter. So once we start driving in April, we have like full, just a full race car, just B28 engine, full cage, everything painted, everything working. So what my plan is for the, because I still have like videos left for the from like before, like track time, some other stuff. So I'm probably gonna upload that stuff on Sunday, and then building this and prepping this stuff is gonna be on the Wednesday. I was planning to do like a full video just for stripping and then video for building it back up, but I think more uploads is more fun, and you can see more in depth on what's going on. So it's gonna be more like a weekly vlog thing, like how far we are this week with the prepping the car. So yeah, it's the first series I'm gonna do, like proper multiple episode series. So I hope it's gonna be enjoyable. There's still a lot of work to do, as you can see. Has been quite a lot of work done already, but there's still a lot more to do. So in this video you got like the introduction and probably like the first things we did, and then as time moves on, it's gonna more evolve into like a vlog style, like what we've done from this week till that week. So yeah, enjoy. Okay, so now I've got the full explanation out of the way. You're gonna start with like stripping the car. So probably more like the easy parts. So seats, the cage is gonna come out, probably the bonnet as well. That's like easy parts. And then we're gonna move on to like harder parts, like taking the dash out. Like the wiring harness is probably gonna be the biggest pain to do. Like the wiring harness is the thing that I dread the most to get done. Okay, but first let's get the car outside, because there's not enough room here to get the cage out. So we're gonna pull the car outside and then start trying to get the cage out. Okay, so seats and cage are out, plus the seat belts and the middle console. So most of the interior parts are out. So what's next for the interior is the headliner and the rear shelf, and as most of it done, then we need to pull the dash and then the carpet, and then probably we need to remove the middle console as well, and then we are going to move on to things like the doors and the bonnet and stuff like that. So yeah, let's continue with the, I think the headliner is next. Give you guys an update on what we've done so far. So the heater is out, also the sunroof is out, and now basically the interior is ready to pull the carpet. So that's what we're going to do next, pull the carpet. Then we can move on to more into the wiring stuff, and there's probably like isolation material beneath the carpet, so we need to remove that as well for paint. So yeah, let's pull the carpet. Right, carpet is out. Oh, it looks like a mess, but now we're gonna work on these plastic stuff and get that all out, and then probably work on sorting the cables, which is probably the biggest job of all. So yeah, let's get all the plastic in. So yeah, that's the beginning of like this build series. We left off at the pulling the plastic stuff, and now I'm gonna show you, like, this all went really fast, and now I'm gonna be more like in depth because we're gonna upload more. So I told you in the intro about the B28 engine, and I didn't show you guys, so I couldn't really do that. So here it is. So as you can see, it's all separate parts. Of course, this is the head and the block itself are separate. And of course the valve cover is just laying on. And here you have the, and then of course the intake manifold, which we are gonna change for the M50. And then here you got like more parts, and then crankshaft. Here you got the wiring harness, and then the fuel rails, and like in all these bags are like separate like parts, the Venus system, and here you got more parts. So it is, and like here's the engine stand, we're gonna build it on, doors, roof, and like more stuff of my car. So yeah, that's probably gonna happen later in the series, just because the main priority is the cage and getting the chassis and car prepped to drive, because it is really the goal to get it done in April. I want the car to drive then, just because the main goal is always driving and having as much seat time as possible, and I really don't want to sacrifice that. But on the other hand, I want to have a decent fast car, and of course the B28 engine is gonna be significantly faster than the B25. But I've never built an engine before. I've never swapped an engine before. So this is my first time, so it's gonna probably take a bit longer than usual. But I might start doing it when the car is off for the cage and the paint, because that could take a couple of weeks. So, and I think we can build an engine in a couple of weeks, and swapping it shouldn't be really the problem because we got everything we need. That's gonna be an interesting process, like from a bare block to actually a running, hopefully running, we don't know, engine. We still need to inspect like the crankshaft and the block, if everything's okay, if the cylinder walls are in good shape, and if we need to, of course, resurface stuff and things like that. So this is going to be a bit of a process. I'm going to show you more later in the series once the chassis and car is prepped for the cage, and then we're going to move on to the engine. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. It wasn't really on the planning. I wanted a B28, but never really like planned, and I found this like deal. Of course, it's not really a very good deal if you count how much parts you still need to order and build it back up. But I thought it was a good experience, learn to build an engine something I've always wanted to do, and now is a good opportunity to do it. So why not do it and make some pretty cool videos, hopefully. So yeah, I'm also gonna make like a video laying out all the parts and things. So that should be pretty much a lot of fun. So I'm gonna leave you guys off with this. Next week we are gonna continue with pulling the doors and then more into the wiring stuff. And yeah, we'll just see. So thank you guys for watching this first episode of the series. Hope to see you guys back next week when we continue with the car. So yeah, a lot of exciting things coming, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So thank you guys for watching the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.